Hey Fabric Addicts, I'm Andrea with My Fabric Addiction, and today we wanted to talk a little bit about our Breezy Summit quilt. It is our triangle quilt. We've had a lot of questions about how to put it together so that everything lines up properly. So some of the questions people have is, why do some of the corners have points and some of it don't? Well, this is the top. That is just the way the ruler works, the triangle ruler. When we were coming up with the design, it just has a flat top, and you'd line it up with the top, and then you would trim them down, and then you would turn it and line it up with the bottom again, so you'd get another flat piece. So that is why they have a flat top and two corners that are not. These would just be your dog ears, so you will just trim them off. So when I'm putting these together, grab a piece, I like to take it and put like sides to like sides. So I would put, let's see, we just lay a few out. So these two sides have points, so I would just make sure that the 2 points go together. And then as I would sew them, my needle would start right here and then sew down, and you would have a 1/4 inch right here. You would end up with, and you could trim it off, and then when you lay it out, I can sew a couple. Let's do that. Let's sew a couple so you can kind of see what it looks like. All right, so when I start sewing right here, my needle's gonna go, let's get my thread up here. I'm just gonna set it in my machine, and my needle's gonna go right here in this corner. Pull that off. I'll just press real quick. So this side you can see would be a triangle going both ways, and you can see you have your dog ear sticking out here. So I would make sure that my next piece, I just put another triangle to triangle. Just easier for my brain. And then when you sew this, you'll put it in your machine, and it'll do a 1/4 inch, and you'll come out right here, right at this little point. And I will usually trim that off real quick. I don't need it in my way. Helps if I have sharp snips. These are not, but you just want to make sure that in this V right here is where you will end. So stick that in your machine. So it did, it came out right here. So then I would flip that out. And when you iron it, you'll see right here that this all lines up together. It won't matter, this you can trim that off again. It won't matter, but you just want to make sure that this all lays flat. If you had sewn, let me grab another piece. Let's say, so this right here, you can see has a flat piece. So when I lay this, I'll just put my flat piece to flat piece, my flat top, and put it right here. If I tried, and if I didn't leave this 1/4 inch out, you would start right here and go right in the middle of this. If I put it like this and sew it, when I bring it back, it's not gonna line up. It's gonna be all crazy. And then let me sew that so you can see what it would look like. I mean, it's on the bias, so this stretches really, really easy. So I can see where if you stretch it like that, Like it'll fit, it'll stretch it, but it's not, when you roll that back, it's not gonna line up at all. So I'll sew that so you can see what that would look like. If you're doing it the correct way, you want to leave this a 1/4 inch out, and then you'd start right in this V. If you were just lining that up like this, which is not the correct way, you're not gonna have a seam allowance. But it stretches because it's on the bias, so you could make it work. You can see how that does not line up. But it looks like it would work. Like you would think maybe it would, but that you will not have a seam allowance. So that means when you start to sew your rows together, you're gonna lose your points completely. You will not. This side, where we left our 1/4 inch out on the corners, the pointy part, this, when you sew your row together, you are gonna have perfect points. So you wanna make sure that you leave the pointed part out a 1/4 inch on this side, not flat with this side. You can see how this 1/4 inch sticks out. That's how you want it to be on this side also. I hope that helps.